Hey friends, what's going on? So I'll just explain how I'm able to do so many updates with my busy schedule, and thankfully, well, yeah, I'm going to be busy tonight with the punk rock band RAF. We have a songwriting recording session, but the fact of the matter is, I just really enjoy this, and this is a major part of my life, my music in my record collection and my musical endeavors. And so I really enjoy making the videos, and when I can find time to do it, that's what I do, as well as, I really, at this point, have to kind of take the time to say, okay, right now I'm going to mainly spend this hour or so watching videos because of the length of videos, and no complaint, but literally just because of the time that it takes to watch, you know. And I think it is respectful to watch people's videos all the way through, which means sometimes I have to come and watch a couple times because I'll get started and I'll get distracted because of something else or many reasons, and I'll just come back and finish rather than skip around, which I did used to do a little bit in the beginning, and I thought, nah, that's, you know, you really can't, it's no point in really watching, So, yeah, I know it's going to have to, I got a little skip on this record. I need to clean it. But anyway, I thought I would go ahead at this point in the afternoon before I take a nap uh, and show some records that I've been listening to as partially as a result of watching some videos today, and also just listen to music on a whim. And one of the things some of the things I listened to today were inspired by Astral Traveler, watching your video that you sent to me. Thanks, about Japanese music, and so I've been actually just kind of pulling some among others, and here's one. I'm sure you know about this person, Masahiko Togashi, and this is Spiritual Nature. It's a U.S. pressing on the Inner City label, but this is a '75 recording. I just got to an unfortunate little skip, which I'm sure I can fix. But this is sweet, and it indeed is a flowing, spiritual feeling piece. The first, the title piece is 22 minutes long, and besides Togashi, some people on here that I recognize that you'll know, I think, as for sure Sadao Watanabe. Sadao Watanabe is on here, and Masahiko Sato is another name that I recognize. I know I've got some Sato on CD. Yoshio Ikeda is another name that I recognize, and recorded in 1975. This is really enjoyable, so I was playing that. Now, I've pulled these records to play, and I haven't played them yet, but I'm going to go ahead and show them because I don't think I've showed these records yet, but I'm going to be listening to some Mort Garson, his electronic hair pieces, and this is Mort Garson was a pioneer of the use of electronics in pop and modern music, and this is him doing Hair, songs from the play, the Broadway production Hair. Michael Garrison. I haven't listened to this in a while, and I'm pretty sure this is a synthesizer, new age based, but again, I don't think that does justice. This is probably something kind of meditative, possibly. I'm going to be playing this shortly. I'll take it out of the plastic because that's the way, but images. And this is 1986 on the Windspell Records label. probably don't know anything about the label. Small and short-lived label, probably. But pulled that to play. And while I was up in my G's, this caught my eye because I like this. I like the musical passages. These vocals always disappoint me. So I've actually made mixes where I've just edited out the vocals and just the music because it's really good. And it's if I get it right, this band Galaxy were actually some Americans who relocated to Germany to try and jumpstart a career. This is a really good progressive rock, and that is the right word, album. The music is really good, real good. And the vocals do not match the quality of the music and the writing. The playing and the writing is great. This came out originally in 1978, it appears, on Breeze Records, and this is the American version on import. And I always like this cover too. Pretty cool. So I pulled that to play. Pulled this to play. I know I really like this album. It's more on the heavy rock side, but it's also got the prog thing. It's a German band called Kinping Me, and this is, I would put these guys in the long form of the family of German progressive rock bands. They definitely go in there. A little on the heavier side, but not heavy. Bluesy is what I mean, which is, in small doses I can get with that. But I like the way they do come together on here. And also this is on a collectible label, the Zebra label. And I'm going to go ahead and show the whole thing here. It's still got the original insert and the label. It's a cool label. So I want to get into that now. I'll go into what I've played so far today. It's been an enjoyable morning and afternoon of listening, and I pulled this Laibach Macbeth. I didn't research this to tell what the story is behind the music, but really like this. It's orchestral in tone. Sounds like it's being played like on sampling keyboards like synclaviers or whatever, and a lot of percussion. But really like this, and the graphic again is fitting. It sounds like something that would be performed along with a big play or even an opera. You can imagine operatic vocals and stuff, but also it's interesting how this type of music can be performed completely in an orchestral setting, and yet it has this kind of crunch, which makes it still rock or modern sounding as opposed to just, that's the best I can try to describe it today. I was also inspired by Astral Traveler to just kind of play some kind of funk-based jazz stuff, and I pulled this and forgot how much this is so freaking good. I forgot about this. Marcia Montrose, and I'm also wondering if you know about it. I'm sure you do because you have some deep knowledge. So, do you have this? And Stone Alliance, and this is an original copy. I bought this when it came out. It's on the PM label. I believe Gene Perla, the jazz bassist, started this label. There's also some other really collectible jazz stuff in here, Elvin Jones among others. Whoa, this is beautiful. Man, I forgot about this album. This is one of my favorite. It's just got such a nice feel. And among the other people on here are Steve Grossman, Gene Perla, Don Elias, who I've met, was friends with my brother. Hermeto Pascoal, Oh man, recorded in Rio de Janeiro. This is beautiful. Marcia Montrose plays trumpet, and this has such a nice, wonderful, wonderful sunshine, laid back, beautiful afternoon kind of feel. Just the perfect kind of day, you know, and the kind of day you're sharing with someone special or with people that are special to you. I had forgotten how much I love this album. This is absolutely fantastic. Stone Alliance, Marcia Montrose. I recommend this to everyone. Seriously, this is just excellent. Everyone, this is, can't miss with this one. Jazz, um, world music. It's a mixture. It's jazz, but it's got Brazilian going on too. Now, this is something else I pulled that I haven't played yet, but last time I played it, it was like, well, this is really interesting. And it's called Orcasography by David Linton. And produced by Roy Moseman, who I also always, for some reason, associate with Fetus and his stuff. But I'm need to play this. I haven't got to it yet today. I just decided, okay, go ahead and make the video, because sometimes I'll think, okay, I'm not going to make a video today. And it's like, yeah, go ahead and make the video, man. So I'm going to be playing this. A couple more things that I have gotten to. This is so beautiful. It's a guitar duet. Classical guitars, but not doing classical guitar. Doing something very contemporary, somewhere between Philip Glass and Steve Reich in a way, but with guitars. It's a French duo, I believe. Vincent Leman et Bertrand Poquet. Guitar dérivé. Guitar dérivé. Derive, because there is no accent. So this is on the Shandar label, which is I think it's pretty collectible. I don't see these records too often. There's some other cool titles on Shandar. This is two long pieces, one, each side is just, and they just shift and flow, and beautiful, melodic, just kind of a rippling, kind of flowing kind of effect, where it's just flowing along and just shifting and changing, and the way they interact with each other is just beautiful. Now, getting back to some Japanese stuff, I pulled this just because I was thinking, let me see if I can find out more about this, and I still can't. So I'll show it, because I know this much, that this is Puzzle Punks, and it's Japanese, and it's a collaboration between Yamantaka Ai of the Boredoms, who's also done a lot of work with John Zorn, and the visual artist Shinro Otaki. Shinro Otaki, who did these amazing graphics. I love this cover artwork. Yamantaka also did the collaborated with him on the inside artwork, that painting. Just really some really out there excellent stuff. And it's a Japanese pressing. The Time Bomb label. This came out in 1996. And interestingly, now I found this several years ago. Just stumbled upon it. It's a picture disc, but it plays real quiet. It's Japanese, and Japanese quality is really high. And a lot of there's cut-ups, sound things, but there's some deep drony whoom kind of weird tracks. This is really all over the place and really, really cool and good. Puzzle Punks, Yamantaka Ai with Shinro Otaki. So yeah, this again was a listen inspired by the vinyl community, Astral Traveler, you in particular, Chris, thanks for showing me those cool-ass records, man. You got a hell of knowledge. Your knowledge is hellacious, as well as your collection, man, what you got. And so just listening to other stuff, I pulled this record by Nort, who was in the band Hula, and this is a 12-inch. No, it's cool on the loop. They're long remixes, but this is it sounds just a little bit dated. It's sample based. If you know Hula, you know they're kind of a sample based type of sound, somewhere in the same area as maybe Clock DVA. Front 242, maybe not quite as much, but you know what I'm saying when I say that. Controlled Bleeding, Severed Heads, kind of, yeah, in that sort of electronic vein. But pulled this, I got started listening to it. I'm going to put it back on. I didn't listen to it all the way. I listened to almost all this and was looked it up, and it's like, indeed, this is undiscovered, classic psychedelic rock. Green Tambourine, the Lemon Type Pipers. Now, they had the hits, but I was reading online the struggle they had with their production and management, who obviously wanted to push them to make the money, but they started out as a conglomeration of some college rock bands, cover bands, who came together and started doing, you know, kind of blues-based psychedelic originals. And some of their originals on here, besides the hits like Blueberry Blue and Shoeshine Boy, Take a Look Around, are excellent. I agree with, if you look them up on Wikipedia, what it says is it compares them to The Move, dare we say even Strawberry Fields era Beatles, and I would agree. And that this is surprisingly good. Psychedelic, these guys can really play. I love the Buddha label, always have. It's on the Buddha label. And my copy's a little well played. Might eventually try to find a better copy, but for years, of course, it was one of those records that you would come across constantly at the thrift stores, and now you don't. But so great record if you do come across it. This one I bought when I found it used years ago, thinking I'd really found something cool to listen to, and it's just not my cup of tea. But I'm glad I have it because it's got some cool UK session and players who, when they made the record, had to use aliases because of contractual matters. And it's Rumpelstiltskin. Now, this is really good. It's hard rock, bluesy, you know, which just doesn't hold my attention for very long. I listened to this today and I skipped around to the tracks, and it's good. And, you know, like Clem Catini is the drummer on here. Alan Hawkshaw is another name from here. If you look it up, these guys have long backgrounds in the early 60s, 70s heyday of UK recordings, rock records. And this is an original. It's cut out, got the little cutout hole. It's in mint condition too, and that was another reason why when I found it, I knew I just had to buy it. On the Bell label, which is also cool. This is actually really very good. I would imagine something like this appealing to like maybe Ryan Rocks, but maybe I'm getting that wrong. This is probably would appeal to a lot of you all. I'm the person who is not very bluesy. Like even Mr. Fright Boy, I bet you would dig this, actually, now that I think about it. And so probably a lot of folks, Glassed Orchid Aftermath, I'm thinking you'd probably really like this. Rumpelstiltskin, if you can find this. 1970 is when this was released. 1970. And I'm going to go ahead and stop there because it's about 20 minutes, and I just thought I'd make a video. Thanks for watching, guys.